Welcome to a new studio vlog. It is number 96. That is quite a lot. Like, I've been doing this quite a lot. Yeah, it feels pretty cool. Anyway, so yeah, welcome. I hope you will enjoy this vlog. In the little bar down here, you can see timestamps if you want to skip around. We have some just chatting. I'm going to start by updating my health, I suppose. And I was a little bit if I should include it or not, but then I know that quite a few have similar conditions or struggle with health as I do, and sometimes I just really enjoy trying to follow along with other people, and even if they have conditions that I don't have, I feel like I can sort of learn from them and sort of understand what they're going through. So hopefully you will take it as it is. It's just a quick update from my last doctor appointment, so I will be talking about that. And then, yeah, we have some hauls coming up. I got some new pigment, obviously, and some paint making stuff. I'm making some paint, and yeah, I hope you enjoy it. And like I said, timestamps down below.
Yay, it is working. So, it is Tuesday, June 29th, and I've just been to the doctor. So I called because I wanted a time, because I've been trying to eat right, trying to follow the low FODMAP diet as much as I can, and I've been gaining weight, and I just don't want to let stuff depend too much anymore, and especially because I do feel better having eaten this diet plan. I feel much more balanced. The pain is a lot less, and I feel I'm sharper in my head, marginally. But I don't think the weight gain is a good sign. So I called, I wanted time, and I talked to the doctor, listened, and he was like, well, we'll do what we can. So he will refer me to a dietitian. He said they most likely will be over the phone because COVID, but the dietitian will have access to my file, my paper journal, whatever it's called, because I told him I had contact with a dietitian, but it was like, you pay per appointment, and they don't know really thing. The advice of the low FODMAP, obviously a good advice because it has made a big difference eating anti-inflammatory food, but I just want something that has, like, where I feel like it's more suited to me, and if stuff like this is happening, then it's better contact. I just feel like that would be better, and also if the doctor and the dietitian sort of can, So he was like, no problem, I'm going to do that. And I did a health exam, listening to stuff, because he thinks, because my hands are so swollen and my feet, that I am retaining water. So I listened. There was no water in my lungs. The heart was beating nice. I have a good blood pressure, even though it hurts like hell to do it. But he is aware, so if it is slightly elevated, he knows why. But it wasn't, so I really tried to take a deep breath and all of that. And then we took some blood. So yeah, and also some stuff in my throat he was feeling. Not really sure what that was. But yeah, so we will see. But I feel good that, like, it's done, and I feel like really happy that I have him as a doctor. So yeah, I just it feels good that it's out of the way, and like I'm happy with myself that I'm doing stuff about it, that I'm being proactive, and that I am not just letting it drag out. and I said that to him too, like that usually it's kind of small stuff, and when you call to make an appointment and you say like, and they ask like, okay, why do you need an appointment? And you say, well, I've been gaining a little bit of weight, and they're like, yeah, okay. But I just feel like it's a red flag, and I want to sort of make note of it. I am pretty tired of how many years I've spent trying to make my health better, and then nothing really happened, or not taken seriously. So I just really want to do that, to take care of myself. So yeah, that is that. Going to drop off a few orders, pick up the prescriptions that have been missing, and yeah, probably do some work later when I get home. But that is the update from the doctor today, and we'll see when I get the appointment with the dietitian and what the tests are saying. So yeah.
Good evening and welcome to a new studio vlog. So today it is 9:46 in the evening, and you're like, okay, Julia, that's a really odd time starting a new vlog. Yes, it is. It is a Sunday evening, and yeah, like I said, it is almost 10. And if you didn't know, I am not one who stays up late at night. I am a very early to bed kind of gal, and this is quite takes a lot of effort. But so I'm actually trying to take the inspiration from the teens and slightly shift my my daily routine or day rhythm, so that I am awake longer during the night. And for many people this is not a big thing. For me it is huge, and but yeah, that's what I'm doing, because we are currently having a very nice dose of hot weather here, and I can't get stuff done. I'm just way too hot, and yeah. So for the last few days I've tried to take it very easy during the morning or start of the day, and then start working in the late afternoon, and then work during the evening. And so far I feel like I get more done. I feel it feels really good. So I don't know for how long, but it works for now. And of course it all depends on the weather. If we're going into like colder weather, I don't need to do it. But and I don't like to watch the weather because I have fibromyalgia, which is very weather determined, and I'm not like one to like, oh, let's check the weather to see if I will be in pain. I try to avoid that. But yeah, it looks like we will have some really nice hot weather. So I'm like, okay, let's go for it. So that's the short, sweet plan that I have. So yeah, so what I have been working on is actually a little bit of art, which is really nice, and I have finalized my line art for this one. I love this so much. So yeah, next up will be just to scan it in, and then I'm not really sure what to do with it. If I should just leave it black and white, have it as a coloring sheet, if I should do like color it in. I would love to use this as the icon for the poison set, but yeah, I really love how it's turning out. I worked a lot with line weight on this one, and I just love how it looks. And my aunt, she was here today, and she was like, oh, that's really nice. And I was like, you sound really surprised. And she was like, well, you drew it? And I was like, yeah, I did. It took me, I think that, oh yeah, attempt number 5, well, not attempt number 5, edit number 5. So here you can see very shortly the history of how it came to be.
skull with flowers, adding in flowers, first draft, and then the second draft. And here I tried to add in color just to see what kind of shapes I was dealing with, and I just didn't like how much it was going on in like the cheeks of its skull. And then here is more of the final version. So I'm really happy with having that. Next up, I wanted to do some like the logo or like for the Agatha set, and I really wanted to go with that kind of old Victorian sign look. So here is my first just rough attempt, and it took quite a long time to get the versions that I wanted. I don't know where I have all the other versions. No, here, maybe. No, it's just one. Okay, anyway. So I have it transferred onto watercolor paper just so I can get it. So the first one I want to make into like a sticker, postcard, something, and it says, "The dose makes the poison." Because of the whole thing with the collection is inspired by plants that are poisonous, and I get so like when you see like, especially on like beauty or like showering products, you know, it says like made from this % amount of natural ingredients, or on food stuff, and I'm like, yeah, it doesn't mean it's good, like, yeah. So I wanted to make something fun with that. Yeah, I think that would be really nice to have like on a mug, but we'll see. And then the next one is, yes, Agatha's Poison, and then 2021. Will it come out in 2021? I don't know, but, and here's my thinking. If it does, awesome, but if it doesn't, I do have enough Photoshop skills to change the 1 to another 2, so I'm safe there. So yeah, just having enough skill to make up my mistakes. So yeah, so I did that just on watercolor paper, and I did that with pen and nib. So this one you can find in the shop. This is the nib I love from the set. Just really nice, and really it holds a lot of ink, so you dip very rarely. And then I use Dowley Rowney sepia ink, and I just really enjoy working with it. It's acrylic ink, so it dries waterproof, so I can go over it with watercolor. So I'm not sure if I will use the paints that I made for this set. It's always the thing when you're going to make something and scan it in. So for example, this set that I have just made has 2 glitter colors, so I can't use those because they don't scan well. So you can, ow! So you can see these colors on this row right here is the colors from the new Agatha Poisonous set. So these 2 are glitter colors, and they don't scan in well. That's just because, you know, glitter, it's how light reflects on it. And then also the neon color looks amazing, but also it doesn't scan well because of the light. So then I'm left with these 3 colors, a blue, and then this sort of muddy pink, and then a black. I'm like, yeah, that's not really what I had in mind for this. So I'm not really sure if I will be using the actual paints for this, and that's always something. I want to use my paints as much as possible, especially when there is something relating to the collection set, but I also need to think of in the, like, how I'm going to use it when it's finished, as a finished product, and because it's not going to be a finished art piece. If it's going to be a finished art piece, then I wouldn't mind, I would put all the glitter on it, but because it's going to be scanned in, I have to be more careful with the color choices I do use, so that the scans turned out nice. So yeah, but I'm really happy. It took me quite a long time, made several drafts of it, but I'm happy with the end results I have now. So I'm just going to put these aside to let them dry.
Okay, so it is 2 minutes after midnight, and all of the orders are packed up and I am packing up. I did plan to stay up a few more hours, but to be fair, I'm a little bit tired. I mean, I usually go to bed at 9, but there is somebody who's even more tired than I am. Yeah. He has been, usually when I work, he has his place and he just goes to sleep, no problem. And then, you know, he gets annoying and, you know. But for the last, like, I don't know, half an hour, 40 minutes, he has just been standing and staring at me. So I think that is his way of saying that this is a stupid idea and let's go to bed. So, and I know that Albert is smarter than I am, so we're heading off to bed. Still, I feel like 3 minutes after midnight is still a good time. I mean, I got all the artwork scanned in, so I can do that. All of the orders are packed, so I can head in tomorrow and drop them off. And yeah, so good. Tomorrow, I think it was going to be a little bit cooler tomorrow, so hopefully I can do some painting, but we'll see. Hello, welcome. It is Monday, and it's very, very dark, but it's actually not because it's in the middle of the night. It's just we are having a spell of a little storm coming. Yay! So yeah, it has been so warm today, and now I can feel the weather is changing. I mean, you can see it too. I don't know if you can, if the camera, not, no, maybe not. Let's see if we can balance you. So, yesterday we were up late, and it's pretty rough today. Not going to lie. It is, what is the time? It's 4. Yeah, 4 o'clock right now. Because I just fed Myken. So Myken is the dog we have who is mother and has some puppies. And she eats like, what, four times a day? So I just gave her food so I can go in. My brother has been out, so we're switching back and forth. He is actually having, this week, it's, he has 2 weeks off now. Anyway, so the first thing I did today was dropping off the orders and picking up a few packages. So in here we have ultramarine rose. We also have yellow ochre, nickel titanite yellow. I'm trying to translate it in my head as I'm looking at it. I picked up this for Albert. Yeah. The next thing that I'm pretty excited about, I was talking to Jem last week that I was becoming slowly more addicted to color pencils, and I was like, it's totally your fault. And she was like, well, it can't be worse because I just ordered more pencils. And I was like, this is what I just ordered. So I have got, oh, it's quite bumped, but oh, yep, it's raining. Okay, but they look, the pens look alright. So I did get like a beginner set from Jem. She just picked up a few pens that she had. And then I ordered some through her, so she ordered them in the UK. And now, I saw this on Amazon. The pens came out to like €1 per pen. And in Sweden, if you want to buy Prisma pens, you need to pay 3 to 4 euros per pen. That is like $3 to $4 per pen. Yeah. And in this set, it is the 48 set. I think I paid 10 Swedish crowns, so $1 or €1 per pen. So yeah, I mean, I suppose I have a few, but I don't really care. So I'm really excited about trying those out. So I did have plans to do some painting, but the list of paints that needs to be done is growing, and because the temperature is lower now when we have this lovely rainstorm coming, I'm just like, we need to get to do some paint while there is not like so hot. It's been really warm today. So that's me jabbering on. Have I said anything? I don't know. I also need to edit the vlog that has already been up, but my computer keeps crashing, so it's a little bit tricky. So that is something we need to do too. But first we're going to make some paint, and I have like the new colors coming that I really need to make, but then I've been getting the requests from quite a few people from especially Arvid. People are like, we need Arvid, and so we need to get that done, but the binder for that color is not ready yet. That's also we need to check. So we can make something else. I don't know why I said that. It doesn't matter. Let's just make some paint. Okay, so it is now 5:45. I'm rounding up, but it's close enough. I got so tired making the paint. I mean, the temperature has dropped because it has been raining, and I have 2 fans going, but it's just so hot. But we need to put that into a computer also, that we have done it. But I did make 1 batch of hell, so she is ready. I really try not to say like she or he or him and her for my paints, but that's how I think about them. There's other things that we definitely need to be making, and one of those things is we need to cut more of these. So here is the dots, and they are 3 parts. Well, and then the paint. So we have watercolor base, and then we have a sticker with the information, and then we have wax paper to protect it. And I have run out of watercolor paper, so I need to cut a lot of that, and I also need to make more stickers for different types of colors. So the paper I'm using for that, it is the Daleroni Aqua Fine, and it comes in a jumbo pad, so it is 50 sheets. I have gone through quite a lot of these, and when I started painting watercolor, I used this paper, and I just really like it. It is a cellulose paper, lifting and quite a lot of blooming on this paper, but I really like it. So I still use it sometimes when I'm painting, but it is really good for doing this. It's easy to cut, and it has a little bit of texture without being like without being rough. So I just really like using it for this kind of things. So I'm going to pull out my cutting machine and setting that up and listen to something fun, and yeah, that was about it. this is not a good look. Wednesday, it is Wednesday, right? Yes, it's Wednesday and it's 3:45. And if you hear heavy breathing, it's not me, it's actually Albert. He just got home. He and my brother and Uni have been out walking. It has slightly cooled down a little bit, so that's nice. So they took a walk. My experiment of being a teenager and changing my day didn't go very well. So I am back, regular schedule. But that's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So, today I really... He's so tired. So today what I really want to do is get the vlog finished. This is number, oh gosh, 94 or 95. I'm not sure. You just burped. Good. So I really want to get the vlog finished. Still having a lot of computer issues, but I will do what I can. Right now, this vlog I have split up in 3, so it's a little bit difficult because I'm not really sure where I am time-wise. But it's fine. I think it's fine. It's not that many who watches my vlog, so I just want to make it make sense, you know. So I'm trying to do that. I've also started on my little typography pieces. So we have this one. So I used the opium and the belladonna to make that. And then here I did the digitalis, and the Monkshood is the blue one. So yeah, so now I'm just waiting for them to dry. So yeah, but I'm really happy with how this one looks. I'm not sure how it will scan in. I talked about that before, that usually like glitter, metallics and neons don't scan well. So this is a little bit of a risk, but it did scan in just line work. So if I do need to remake it, I can do that. But I think it looks really cool, and I have got some really cool like textures here, so I really want to try to work with it as much as I can. So I'm working on that. We also have some bookkeeping, and and poor Albert. I did just make a new bowl of water, so it's not like he's dying of thirst, but yeah. So anyway, that is a quick update. Oh, I have also made these, so I've just swatched out the colors, so they will be scanned in so I can make the info leaf for this collection, and I'm planning to do the same for the Daydreamer, so I can have an info leaf of the Daydreamer too next time I go to order. And then I have a few more things I would like to add to this collection, but I feel like because of what happened last time, I sort of burned myself out. I want to start off with the things that I have started on, and I want to finish those before I get started on more things, and then nothing gets finished. So yeah, that's my plan, and then yeah, that's the plan for the new stuff. The older stuff is still just chugging along, and yeah. So let's edit, and well, I will be back when there's something fun to share. It is a Thursday, right? We got some packages this morning, so let's open them up and see what we have inside. First box, long and narrow, we have 2 blades to silhouette, and we also have some vinyl. and just white. And this one weighs, I don't know if it says how much, 21 kilos. 21 kilos. Okay. In here we have binder. We have masking fluid, and we also have watercolor ground. I really would like to try this out. So, and I use a lot of masking fluid because when I do the dot cards, there's no dot cards here. I attach the actual little sample dot with masking fluid. So I go through quite a lot. And I also use quite a lot when I'm painting. So what else do we have? We have a lot of binder. We have some watercolors from White Night. We have Violet Rose, Sap Green, and Green. The green ones are like my go-to. I love those. Indian Gold, that's just a rebuy because I love that one so much. Peony Pink and what can that be? Peach. So 2 new colors, or 3 new colors. The Violet Rose I haven't had before. The other ones are just, I bought again because I like. We have some new palette knives because I tend to break the ones I have, and I use palette knives a lot, obviously. Then I have bought a lot of paper, but of course the paper is at the bottom, so I'm a sucker for journals, notebooks, you know. So why did I buy more? I don't know. So this is it's a plainer watercolor journal. It's the same one that I have, but this one is ring bound. It's made by C. White of Brighton. Then this one I'm really excited about. This is a journal by Fabriano. I don't think it's actually watercolor paper, but I have seen many who do watercolor in them, and it's just so... But yeah, it looks really nice. Fabriano makes really good paper. So yeah, it just is so nice. Then the rest of the paper is, and this is just for doing, you know, the dots and everything, so I can cut it out on the silhouette. So this is not so much a drawing paper or painting. It's mostly when I do cut. So the dot samples that I was talking about before, I cut them out on watercolor paper. So I just buy a big bulk of this. So this time I got the Canson Montval. Usually I go with the Daleroni Aquafine, but they had this huge pack. So I was like, that's good. And apparently I got 2 sizes. I don't know why, but now I don't need to rebuy that. It feels a little bit like watercolor paper is kind of expensive, and I mean, spending quite a lot on like journals, it's like, okay, but it's creative and I'm going to like paint in it and all that, but paying for watercolor paper that you're not actually painting on, you're just like cutting them out into shapes. Yeah. But that's fine, that's fine. So yeah, so what we're going to do is make this into the trash. Okay, that was the fun. Now it's just time to clean it up. Okay, everybody, thank you so much for watching the vlog. I hope you enjoyed it and sticking with me all the way to the end, or maybe you use the little timestamps to just comment and say goodbye. We have some, of course, additional puppy bonus footage, and yeah. So with that being said, it is right now Monday morning. I am about to finalize the vlog, and while that is rendering and doing what vlog footage does, I'm going to start packaging this weekend's order, and then I'm going to head into town to drop them off, and also drop off the computer in hopes that it will be fixed. Hopefully it's just like some form of connection issue with the battery. Otherwise, I don't know. But with that being said, I know that I have mentioned this problem several times in the last few vlogs. And the thing is that I obviously only have one computer, so I'm quite dependent on it. but it doesn't work, so I need to fix it. But that also means that I can't guarantee that in a week there will be another vlog up. I of course hope it will be, but if not, then that sucks. But then you know why. But I will be back as soon as I can, and yeah. So, with that being said, thank you so much. I hope you have enjoyed it. Also, I should say that the next update for August is the magical colors. So we have Cedric and Newton, we have Helena and Sybil, Draco, Bellatrix, Harry, and Ginny will be back in stock. And yeah, so if you're interested in any of those 8 colors, they will be up and ready to go. So yeah, so with that being said, thank you so much. If you want to see some puppy stuff, just hang on tight, and yeah, I hope to see you soon. Major hot, and yeah. So for the last few days, I've tried to take it very So here you can see they look like normal dog, you know, French breeds and all of that. But here you can see Uni. She has taken a fancy to toys and has gathered them in this place here, and she lays there all day to guard them. She does not want to come into the house. She does not want to come into the studio. She just guards. I mean, I'm not saying she's very good at it, but she has her stash of toys. She brings them from the inside and she lays them over there and she guards them. They're so weird. Oh, I don't know, maybe it's because they're French breed of dogs. That's why they're so weird, all of them. I don't know. There.